Now, the very interesting topic in C++ or a feature of object-oriented programming. It's a common feature. It's there in Java also. So this is exception handling. What is exception? First of all, we will understand the meaning of exception. So let me show you. See, there are three types of errors that are occurred in programming. First one is syntax error. Second one is logical error. Then third type of errors are runtime errors. What are syntax errors? While typing the program, if the programmer mistyped something or did not write something properly, then there is an error. Who will identify this error? Compiler will identify the error. For example, variable is not declared but used. Variable is not initialized and used. Semicolon is missing. If a statement is not given properly, conditional statement is not given properly, like these type of typing mistakes or the lack of knowledge of the syntax may cause the errors. So these type of errors are removed with the help of a compiler. Compiler will help in this one. So these type of errors are not difficult. Once you are used to with programming, you can easily clear off these errors. Second type of errors, logical errors. See, you wanted to do something, so you wrote the procedure, but when you run the program, the results are different, not as expected. For example, you wanted to sort the elements, but it is not sorting all the elements. Some elements are missing. So there is something wrong in your logic, the procedure that you have written. Suppose you have used merge sort or bubble sort, so you have not written the logic properly. Syntactically, everything is correct, but the procedure is incorrect. So this type of errors are called as logical errors. These type of errors are difficult for removing because there is a problem in your logic. So you have to work out on the logic using pen and paper and then find out where it is going wrong and remove the error. So compiler is not going to help you. Then is there any tool for solving this type of problem? Yes, that is debugger. Debugger will help you to run the program line by line, statement by statement. So in each statement you can see what is happening, and wherever it is going wrong you can catch it and you can remove that problem. So these are two types of errors we have covered, and these two types of covers are faced by programmer. Next, now let us understand one thing. Programmer will develop the program, develop a software, and he will deliver it to the client, that is user. Suppose you are running some business and you wanted me to develop an application for you. So I develop an application and it is perfect. It's not having any syntax error. It's not having any logical error. Then I have delivered the software to you and you are user, you are using the program. So you are using an application. So if the user is using an application, then while using an application, he must use it properly. If he mishandles the application, if he doesn't use it properly, then it may cause error during runtime of a program. It's not development time. See, development time, I am a programmer, so it was development time where I have faced logical and syntax errors and I removed them. Now it is perfect, there are no errors and you are using the program. So you are user. So how do you use? You run the program and use, right? So at runtime, you are facing the errors. So what could be the cause of errors during runtime? So let me give you a few examples. Suppose you are supposed to enter a integer value, numeric value, but you are entering a string. This is an error. Program cannot continue because you are not giving proper input. So one reason of runtime error is bad input. Bad input. This is one reason. Second reason. Now, the program that I have given you needs internet connection. You are not providing internet connection and you are running the program, it cannot continue. Then, my program that I have given you needs some files on your computer system. You have deleted the files. Now my program cannot continue. My program is using a printer, but you are not having a printer, or it's not properly connected, or there is no ink or paper in the printer. So these are the list of problems. These are nothing but unavailability of resources, the problem with the resources. File is not available, it's external to the program. Printer not available, external to the program. Internet connection not available, that is external to the program. That all the things are outside the program, not in the control of program, it's the control of user. user should provide internet connection, then run the program. So what is the reason of mishandling of a program is bad input or problem with the resources, that is unavailability of resource or bad resource, right? File is there, program is supposed to write, but it is write protected. So this is bad resource. So these are the reasons for which a user may face problems. So user is responsible for runtime errors. Now let us understand what happens in case of runtime errors. In case of runtime error, program crashes, program stops abruptly, abnormally, without completing its execution. Suddenly it will stop. That's how the runtime errors are dangerous for the user. Who is responsible? User is responsible, because as a developer I did my job perfectly and user is not providing proper resources or proper input, so the program is failing. So the failure of a program, responsibility goes to user. Now I'll give you some real life example. Suppose you have bought a car. Car is perfect, company has marketed and sold, and they have trained you how to use, what are the functions, everything they have told you while you are purchasing a car. Then you are running a car, so you have to use the car properly. You should fill the gas in time, or fuel, petrol in time, and you should check for the engine, that is engine oil, time to time, and you should check for the tires, pressure in the tire, air pressure in the tire, or the condition of the tire. All these things you are responsible as a user. If you don't fill the gas and ask the car to run, it will not run, suddenly it will stop. Without air pressure, if you try to run the car, suddenly car may stop. Because of any tire problem, it may suddenly stop. If lack of oil or the engine oil, the car may get heat up and suddenly stop. So who is responsible for this? User is responsible. Same way, because of the bad input or unavailability of resources, user is responsible if the program is crashing down. So that's it. This is the idea behind types of errors. Now what do you call to these runtime errors? These runtime errors are called as exceptions. Means why you are using term exception? Exceptional cases. I have given you a perfect program and it will always run perfectly except in these conditions. What are those conditions? You are giving bad input, you are not providing resources, it may not run in those cases. That's why we call this as exceptional cases or exceptions. Exception is nothing but a situation in which we get a runtime error. Now next, what can be done in case of these runtime errors and exception? So let us see in automobile engineering, other engineering streams, what happens. See, if there is no fuel in the car, then the car will indicate that there is a less amount of fuel or it is in reserved condition. So you must find a closest fuel station or gas station. If there is low engine oil, car will indicate you. If there is low pressure, doors are not closed properly, car will indicate you. If you are not putting on seat belt, car will indicate you. So same way, program should also behave like that only. If there is bad input, program should not stop suddenly. It should ask the user, this input is not proper, please enter another type of input and try again. If there is no internet connection, suddenly program should not stop, but it should give a prompt to the user that I found that there is no internet connection, please connect internet and run it again, or provide it, I am waiting for it. So program should not terminate under such situation, but guide the user to solve the problem, because who is there to resolve? Programmer will not come to the client side and check for the errors and remove the errors. Program itself can give a proper and meaningful message to the user so that user can remove this type of problem. So what is the objective of exception handling? Giving a proper message to the user, informing about the exact problem and also providing him guidance to solve that problem. That's it. This is the objective of exception handling. So in my next video, I'll show you how C++ supports exception handling, what is the construct available and how we can handle the exceptions.